Everybody having a good day?
Happy Easter.
Yes, happy
God,
Easter.
God bless zombie Jesus.
I am fucking struggling today. I got my second dose of the vaccine yesterday.
Oh, it's kicking your ass, huh?
Down bad. I've
Kick
never
Kayla's
been more
ass.
down bad.
Casey
kicked
got her
Kayla's ass
second
for a
dose.
solid day.
Casey got her second dose Friday and just no side effects. just
Must be
beamed
fucking
the-
nice.
Beamed absolute
Love that.
dog shit out of everyone with the in the side effects department.
Pretty good.
I slept all day today. All day. Literally, I've been awake 4 hours total today. I've been struggling.
Yeah, it's tough. I get my first dose tomorrow.
The first dose isn't bad. The first dose, you get a little arm soreness. How'd that go,
That's just-
Pat?
That's just an announcement.
The first dose?
Yeah, how was your arm soreness?
It was fine. Yeah, it's just like a little bump. But other than that, it was fine.
You had a bump?
That's the microchip. Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
little
the
bump.
microchip. You feel it? You like it?
I do feel it. It keeps beeping.
I can't wait to start
Needs get
pop locking.
reset.
Do not
I gotta wake up
compute.
at fucking. So like I tried to set up my appointment on the stupid Orlando portal when they opened it up on Friday for appointments on Monday. I selected nothing, and then it fucking set me as a high risk. So I had to cancel my goddamn appointment. By the time I could cancel and go through the process again, like all appointments are gone. So now I have to wake up at fucking 6 a.m. tomorrow and go to the fucking FEMA site and try and
I'll
get
get
the
you
fucking
in and out
vaccine.
faster than anyone else.
I was
They
gonna
might-
do that because honestly, they're efficient. Like the fucking federal sites are very efficient.
They might also have the Johnson & Johnson there, and they were not going to have the Johnson & Johnson at the Orlando site. So,
Isn't that only like 70% effective?
Also,
Is that
one
which is
shot.
which is very effective for any kind of vaccine, and also 70% effective is much more effective than 0% effective, which is what I am right now.
Fair enough. True.
And it's 70% for like symptomless, but then it's like the same, like 99.99 or like 100 effectively for like hospitalization, basically.
I see.
I'm also I know fucking nothing about the vaccine.
I was about to
so
say,
if you
look
do
at
your own
Kevin
research,
Fauci
but that's like
out
I know
here.
I know like a couple bullet points. Do your own fucking research if you want to figure it out. I was gonna take whatever they want to fucking give me. Besides that,
Do your own
AstraZeneca
research,
one.
but like do your research intelligently. Don't go on those weird websites.
Yeah.
Yes,
Don't
please.
I-
do your own research that hard.
I was doing my research on Breitbart. Should I not do that?
No.
Breitbart
Okay.
even a lot. I don't even think that's a website anymore.
It should
Probably
be.
not.
I'm pretty sure
I
they got
booked-
shut down like
Parlor.
3 years ago.
Parler's dead, right?
What?
Parler's dead. isn't it?
Parlor, I believe Parlor is dead because they couldn't get hosted by anyone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because Amazon owns the internet, and Amazon was like, absolutely not. Did I tell that story about a girl? Fucking.
I don't know.
So, I'm taking First Amendment. We're doing presentations or whatever. This girl asked a question about Parlor in a very defensive way, like, "So where should conservatives
Oh, no,
go?" And I was
baby.
like, "To hell." And she was like, "Well, that's not fair." And I was like, "Well, I mean,
Live
neither
ain't
is-
fair, baby.
neither is I don't know, attacking democracy when you lose an election. But you know, nobody asked me.
I mean, when the election's stolen, Jordan, what are they supposed to do? Lay down?
Maybe lay down and get
Go
the
to hell,
vaccine.
actually.
Yeah, no, to hell is where she is to go.
So I booked my vaccine appointment at CVS, but I booked it like early last week, and their website still, if you were older than 40 and didn't have any conditions, wouldn't let you book, saying I'm not eligible at the time. Because as of that day, I'm not, but the day I'm booking the appointment for, I am. So I just lied and said I was a teacher to get through. Because I'm assuming because I have an appointment after everybody is eligible, when I get in, it should be fine. Because on their website, it says like this is what it's going to be. But
Right.
there's a small chance, I guess, tomorrow they're like, fuck you, you're not a teacher. And I'm like, I guess I have
Yeah.
to drive to the fucking federal site and just take a vacation day. Because if I get there at 11 o'clock, it's going to be a nightmare.
It is
That's
what
why
it is.
that's
you
why I
know?
cancel my appointment because I can like go through a high risk and then like deal with like say like, oh well, at this point everyone's eligible for it, so like you can just take it. But I was very worried about them saying like, nah, you got to go home, you got to do
Yeah.
this again. So I was just like,
So-
you know what, I'll just deal with the first one.
I think it'll be fine. But
should
also, if they are like very defensive about it, I really have no defense because I did it just because I think their website is not like set up correctly.
I mean, it's
I
a
think
Florida government
my
website. It's probably fucking bullshit. So yeah.
It's
Yeah.
horrible. Yes.
I think my employer is handing them out to employees and spouses.
Your
Pretty good.
employer just fucking having a employee like picnic and just throwing them out to the
Yeah.
crowd. Just
Yeah,
whew.
like handing out paper towels in
Yes.
Puerto Rico. Okay. Yeah,
Just like a fucking basketball with the
Yeah.
back.
people forget about that. People forget about that.
No, people don't forget about that. People,
No, we certainly don't. I remember that vividly. He shot paper towels at
Here's
people
his
like they were
coworker.
fucking Papa shot. As the president of the United States.
He shot like a 6-pack of paper towels.
Mhm.
He was like
Like, I'm
6
helping.
individual rolls to a crowd of 500 people.
Here you go. We're
they love
helping.
the people. They love me. It's like no, they don't. They really
They
don't.
literally
They
would
really,
eat you alive.
really do not.
They would eat you alive in your terrible suit. We never really got into how he stands, leaning forward on his toes like that.
Oh no, yeah, that's crazy.
With the, he has the fucking wedges. Yeah,
So
Dimension.
how tall? Wait,
Or
he's
how
tall.
he's tall
Or how
and
he's-
also has the wedges.
Oh,
How tall
yeah.
is he?
He's like
He's like
6'6".
He's like
6'3".
6'3", I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
6'3", 6'4". He's tall.
That's plenty tall. What, like?
You think that man was going to suffer to be smaller than anyone else in the room?
The one thing about, well, a lot of things, I guess, but one of the big things I couldn't comprehend about his appearance was how can someone willfully wear suits that fit so poorly
Poorly. So
when they care so much about self-appearance, and they also apparently have so much money? Like how, like that has, I'll never fucking understand.
This man had golden toilets and had suits that
Bullets.
fit like fucking garbage bags.
He
had
looked
to
like
go
he
run
shot
around
for
the-
his suits.
He had
This
to
man
go
had
run
on
the track to
zoot
lose some
suits.
weight.
He had on zoot suits.
listen, if they sold suits at Ross, I'd be all over it. What are we talking about here?
I know.
You're not the president of the United States.
It's true.
That would two things that are like benefits of being the president that I would absolutely like take a part of. One, there's one guy, and if you click a button and say I want X, it does not matter what it is. Food
Diet
related.
Coke button. Diet
That.
Coke. Yeah, you know what you use that for? Diet Coke
Diet
button.
Coke. That and like I would have the best suits of all time. I would be wearing every color suit and be like, and
Not tan, because that's a scandal.
Mhm.
that is a
You wear a
scandal.
Dijon colored suit and they would call you the N-word.
Oh yeah. If I got
Big
Well,
time.
to be fair, they'd already be calling you that, but like
yeah.
Yeah.
No, if I got a pink suit off, they'd be sick to their stomach. They'd start a riot. I'd get impeached.
Jordan would be wearing like a light purple suit with like a pair of fucking like Air Force Ones. Like-
They would. Oh my god, they'd hang me.
It-
They'd hang me just from the Oval Office.
Treason! How is this treason? Treason!
He's wearing
because
a
it's
suit.
treasonous.
the other guy tried to start a coup. Don't care.
The
This is
other
what
guy
we're
started a
impeaching.
coup. They started a coup. Oh man, he wore a purple suit. That's it. Got to get him the fuck out of here.
All right, can we talk about Biden fucking tumbling down some plane steps?
Oh, it was fucking hilarious.
Oh,
what
he
a
did?
rough. What
Oh,
a,
you didn't see that?
No, I didn't see
2
it.
weeks ago. He got blown down those steps like a fucking piece of paper in the wind. Like fucking
was
I
Flat
did not see that.
Stanley.
it was one of those things where so those airline steps are steep, and if you clip your toe,
You're cooked.
you're sent. And it looked like he was like, jogging up, fucking cool guy Joe jogging up, and he clipped the stair and he tumbled down
Oh,
those steps.
no.
Oh, my
Twice, two
God.
different times.
My hip.
Because he got up and then tumbled again.
And there were some great fucking like
Memes about it.
memes about it. Yeah.
The
then,
bad
of
part
course,
is
Fox
this
News-
comes at the heels of us like talking about how Trump could not get up the steps. Like he had to have the
Yeah.
like the very
Oh, I'm all
very
for making
long
fun of
shallow
Biden's
ramp,
mobility.
and then Biden just like falls twice, getting up some fucking steps immediately after he gets inaugurated.
The best one I saw was Jason, or not Jason Derulo, but the guy everyone always says is Jason Derulo falling at the Met
down the
Gala,
stairs,
and
yeah.
it said, "Oh, breaking Joe
Grammys.
Biden and Jason Derulo fell at the Met Gala, the Grammys or whatever it is."
It was the Met Gala, I think.
Was
Yeah.
that not Jason Derulo?
It's
I don't
not.
think
It was actually some guy in like some completely different guy across the world at like some award show.
But it was just
And
funny.
it just
But no.
became a joke that it's Jason Derulo, and we fucking bought it when we for this. It's documented on this podcast that we bought the shit out of that for like
Oh, yeah.
a couple hours.
Shout out the Met Gala. I hope we get to have one next year so we can see what, or well, this year, so we can see what Rihanna will wear to it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's all I care
There's
about.
Derrick Henry stiff arming Joe Biden, and he's just crumpled on the. Oh, this is a tough scene.
That is a tough scene.
Conor McGregor laying next to fucking Joe Biden.
Conor McGregor got his ass beat. That's so.
He took a whole fucking nap, and he's fighting that man again.
No, he's not.
He already said that. No, they just signed that fight for July.
They just signed the papers. He's gonna take another nap and make another $80 million doing it. Probably more than that.
While we're
The-
talking about white men,
The
getting
absolute
money,
efficiency of the man.
while we're talking about white men getting money they don't deserve. So I watched that WeWork documentary this weekend.
Yeah.
First
Yeah,
of all, that
I
was
haven't watched it.
Oh my god. Well, here, let me spoil it. Spoiler alert. White man gets money for doing very mediocre thing. Then people see through his ruse and he loses all his money.
Oh yeah, I know he was scamming.
And then
He was-
they gave him $1.6 billion the fuck away.
No, so they ended up giving him 5.8 or 580 million dollars, but then they extended his 430 million dollars of loans out to like 2027 or some dumb shit like that. So like basically they gave him time to make $1 billion to pay off his loans. But some of the shit he was saying, like, so Jackson, you know probably better than anybody else, but like businesses do weird accounting sometimes. They were doing weird accounting for like even businesses because they're like community adjusted like statistics. So like they were just cutting out all of their expenses and being like, yeah, we're profitable for like 5 years. And they're like, yeah, $46 billion. That's what we're worth. And it's like, no, you're hemorrhaging $2.2 billion a week. Like, what are we talking about?
So apparently in
That's hard to think about.
2018, they had a lawsuit from an employee that said in her interview, the CEO piled her with tequila shots. Shortly after this claim was made, they put an end to their unlimited beer policy
Yeah. So
and limited it to 4 beers a day.
in their office, they had like
4 beers.
taps, like real taps.
Yeah, no, they had they had the like actual bars with draft beer and shit.
Yeah.
What? That's fucking insane.
And every summer they would do this thing where it was like Camp WeWork or some dumb shit like that, where they would take them out into the forest at this like weird summer camp thing, and then they would just like drink like you've never been able to drink before. And somebody said every 50 feet there was some sort of bar at this summer camp.
That sounds
Jesus.
so good until you realize like this is like a work thing.
Yeah.
This is
And-
crazy
Oh, that's
thing I've ever heard.
Nancy from accountant blacked out on the table.
It's like, oh, I have to see these people on Monday. Yeah, no, it was some weird shit. Also, they talked to a lot of their lawyers, and nobody asked their lawyers, like, okay, so like you saw the books, like you didn't ask any questions, because like
Ain't my
you're-
question to be asking.
that's fair, but like as an attorney, like if you're filing your S1s and stuff, like you have to like know like what's going on, and if you don't and you let them file that, which they did, somebody should say something, because their S1 was like embarrassing, which your S1 is your public filing for those of us who don't know, like for a
I
big
had no
company.
idea.
It's when it's a paper you file with the SEC when you're going to do an IPO. So like
Listen, all
it
they
breaks
do is
down
get
all
to
of your
IPO.
business.
That's what unraveled it all, right? Was they filed for the IPO, and then in that time span, like he was gone before they got to IPO.
And
Yeah.
they realized, well, we gotta get this guy the fuck out of here. What the hell?
Because everybody was like, okay, so you rent out desks and then you spend a lot of money on parties. And he was like, well, also we want to do, and it's like, well, okay, but are you a real estate company? No, we're a community-based, blah, blah, blah. It was like, so you rent out desks? And he was like, well, you know, and then like SoftBank, which is like a big Japanese hedge fund kind of thing, gave them $4 billion after they filed the S1. Stop giving white men your money. They're not that special. They're not that smart. They're just not.
Imagine if they had lasted to the pandemic and then they had to deal with this bullshit.
We would have, oh my God, that would have been the biggest collapse. Like, they were already the biggest collapse, but like, good Lord, would they have just gone through hell?
Yes.
Apparently, he's planning a post-pandemic business, so be on the lookout for that.
This man's gonna scam some more money,
not.
and he's just gonna get all of it.
Yeah, be on the lookout and avoid it, is what I mean to say.
Yeah, do not invest. Because he sells snake oil. It worked.
It's gonna be him and the fucking guy from Fire Festival.
Oh my God.
I don't know his name.
Billy something.
Billy, yeah. Is he still in jail?
McFarlane?
Billy McFarlane.
That sounds right. I don't know.
He went to jail. Is he
He
still
did
there?
go to jail. I don't know. Hope so. I don't know.
Probably not.
I find what he did much less egregious than what Newman, the WeWork guy, did. Just because, like, okay, he was throwing a party. That's a little different than like you scammed like businesses out of money. Yeah.
Billy was a dumbass. He was just wildly overambitious.
Yes. He didn't listen to anyone along the way,
Yeah,
and people
he's
just
just
kept giving him money.
It's just a frat
He's
guy.
like, this is awesome.
Yeah, he was just a frat guy.
I do
that
nothing.
people
They just
put-
give me a bunch of money. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And then I get to spend it on nothing, essentially. And Ja Rule hangs out with me too.
Is that a plus or minus?
He's still in jail.
You know.
Net neutral. I suppose.
Yeah. Because like Ja Rule's kind of cool, but also it feels like Ja Rule can get really annoying.
Yeah.
So Billy McFarlane is currently incarcerated, and he filed for a compassionate release to avoid contacting the virus because he's asthmatic, which this guy's a professional scammer, so how can they believe that? And his request was promptly denied. And then 2 months later, he tested positive for COVID-19 at the facility.
I mean,
Does not say he died, so I
You
imagine he has
hate
recovered.
to see it.
So,
You simply hate to see it.
it's tough.
You know, it is what it is. That's my take on that WeWork documentary. I wish that they didn't do that.
Stop giving white
maybe
guys
just-
are- Stop giving white people
All-
money, including us.
Yes. Just like fund some black creative projects. Just like one or two.
Just
See where
make-
that goes.
Just note all money you give to us just explicitly for Jordan.
Yes.
Yeah, just go
Me
for
and only me. And I will pay my employees the white rent.
Wait, you guys are getting paid?
No.
But certainly.
Okay, that's not.
Not even close.
Definitely negative in this mention.
Big ol' ready.
No taxes, I guess.
Sure.
It's a write-off.
You see,
No,
Nike's not paying any taxes on anything.
Haven't paid tax in like 5 years.
Yeah, it's corporations, buddy.
I imagine that's more common than we all.
Oh, no. None of the corporations pay taxes.
Ever since I heard the report that the IRS had budget cuts, so they started cutting the divisions of people that look into like corporation and rich people tax fraud, and they kept a full workforce for the poor people.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah,
okay,
that's very
no one-
expensive. That's very
no
expensive.
one is
to hire
paying
rich people.
taxes up there. No one is
very
paying
expensive
taxes
to
up
hire
there.
rich people.
Yeah, because you need lawyers and actual accountants, and like you have to like sit, and it takes the doc review is fucking 72 days because you got to review everything that they've sold and like.
Oh,
but, like,
that feels like a nightmare.
oh yeah, no. Like it's corporate litigation times 100. But Still, I think they should do it because there are less corporations than there are people in America.
But you don't understand. The corporations are people, so they're fine.
Fuck you, Oklahoma, and also Citizens United. I feel very strongly about that, and the Supreme Court won't, but should overturn that because corporations are not people.
Meanwhile,
I don't understand what
the fucking Supreme Court is lighting up the NCAA.
Oh yeah, they are giving them the business.
The fucking
Wait, what?
Federal
Insane.
Soci-
The Supreme, yeah, go ahead.
the majority of the Supreme Court is whole ass free market Federal Society dickheads, and they are big mad at the NCAA. We're about to be able to pay fucking athletes everything. I'm about to
Really?
hand fucking
Yes.
They're hearing
Dylan
the
Gabriel-
case for that. Yeah.
I'm
It's
gonna
already
have
been
Dylan Gabriel
heard.
check to his fucking hands, like just here in the middle of the game. I'm gonna walk on the field. And here's $100,000.
So
Please,
an
please throw the
NBC
ball
News-
far.
An NBC News update, an hour into the proceedings, a sentence that leads off things. And so for about an hour or so, the justices took turns rhetorically punching the NCAA in their face.
Clarence Thomas asked the question.
They heard the case,
He asked a
and
lot
the
of
fucking judges
questions.
just started roasting the NCAA.
Clarence Thomas has been on the Supreme Court since
You'll love to hear that.
93, something like. No, a little
A
later.
long time.
A long time.
About
like 20
the 80s. Yeah.
Yeah,
About the late 80s.
yeah. And he has asked maybe 12 questions since he's been on the bench. He asked more questions during that proceeding than he has ever asked on his time on the Supreme Court.
So he got on the Supreme Court and then he just been fucking chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just like,
Yeah. No, he's just
incredible.
sitting there stoically looking down upon you. Because like the Supreme Court's like set up really weird where you're on
They're
like
way
ground.
above, right?
Yeah, and they're like 9 or 10 feet above you, which is very weird. Because you're supposed to talk up to the anyway.
that seems crazy.
We get it.
That
Some weird,
seems-
some weird thing that when the white people were in charge in like the 1700s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems nuts.
No, it's insane to think about. But yeah, it also gave light to the fact that when you say this NCAA shit to like people who don't fuck with sports, which these weird pseudo intellectuals don't.
I've
Well,
heard
no, that's the thing. Clarence Thomas, like a big college football fan, and he was being the dog shit out of the NCAA in those proceedings. Like he loves college football, and he's just like, you know what? I built for this. I am built for this. I'm just here to beat the dog shit out of the NCAA.
Built different.
He's gonna do one good thing for black people his whole tenure on the bench. Wow.
the amount of
Yeah, pretty
like,
much.
regular people that still like use the trope of like, oh, they get a free education. Like, what do you mean? They get paid. They get a free education. Kills me.
It's
It
the
kills
dumbest shit
me.
in the world.
College football is like of like professional sport. I would imagine it's probably more valuable than like MLS, NHL, right? It's like outside of
yeah.
the big three, it's probably the next most valuable like product as a league.
Yeah.
And fucking free.
Just free
Yeah.
labor.
Wow.
I'll pay
Like the
them
SEC network.
anything.
There's an SEC network.
That just signed a multi-billion-dollar TV deal with ESPN.
And they can't even sign an autograph and receive some fucking cheddar for
They
it.
can't get a pizza from their coach.
Oh.
Like, come on. But,
I can't
you know,
wait to just like run onto the
education.
field in the middle of a game and just hand someone a fucking check.
Jackson's gonna be sitting behind the bench, just throwing like ones at them. Don't worry, game's on me, guys. Game's on me.
Just straight up bounty gate ass shit. Yeah. It's like you see number 88. Yeah. Hit him. Got 5 on it.
Hard.
I got 5 on it.
He breaks
Oh my
his
God.
leg. I will give you my car.
I know that Jordan did not, but did you, Pat, or Jackson see the Final Four games yesterday?
No. Not even a
No,
little bit.
I just followed them loosely on Twitter.
I simply
See,
will
I-
not watch it.
I agree that college basketball is a much worse product. I like March Madness. This year, last year it didn't happen. This year, I'm much less like into it, following it wise, just because I've kind of been less into sports this year as a whole. But I still did brackets, and I fucking cherry.
Yeah, you
picked
started
that
following
shit,
a little
and
bit more
I am
closely when
financially
you,
invested now. Yeah.
when it started looking like you're going to get a brand new driver out of it.
So in this bracket, I just basically went off of like knowing teams, like they're usually good. So I picked Syracuse to get as far as they did, even though they like stunk all year. Like I didn't look into any of that. I was like, they're usually fucking good. And I picked UCLA to get pretty far too. And that played out. And then I need Gonzaga to beat Baylor in the final. So I've been like watching. But the fucking Gonzaga UCLA game, like objectively was just good. Like a lot of scoring happened. The play was fast paced. There was good plays. There wasn't sequences of like 2 minutes where everyone's just fucking bricking shots. Like it looked like a fucking like the flow of an NBA game.
I
It
love
was
like the
so much
4
fun.
straight turnovers in a row.
Oh my god,
That
it's
always
so
happens.
fucking bad.
As someone that doesn't like to watch college basketball generally, that game was actually fucking amazing. We were playing board games, but it was like on in the background, so I was like watching it passively. But at the end, I literally fucking Mike Breen bang when the 3 went in, because if Gonzaga loses, I go from winning $500 to probably like 60. I literally stood up and went bang. My family and I are playing fucking. It's like a gin rummy kind of card game.
Were you playing Phase 10?
We're
4 kings or something.
5 crowns. Yeah.
5 crowns.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
Fine.
I was lit. I want a new driver. And
You're not
I'll
gonna
have to
get
buy
one.
Caleb. I'll have to buy Caleb some golf clubs too, but it's fine. Everything's fine.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Pat really fucked that up for me.
Oh no,
Sorry.
you're gonna go do things with your wife that you love.
I like that's the thing, is I like doing activities with her. It's just that's the most expensive
Yeah,
activity.
it's literally the most expensive hobby
So
that we can share.
it's tough.
You could have learned how to cook.
I know how to cook.
I
Not
still
you,
cook.
Kevin.
I cook with Kayla.
Okay.
I do not head chef it. But I love being a sous chef.
Yeah, Kevin the good Sue.
Tell me what to do. Yeah, please. I'll peel a potato. I'll dice some onions. Come on. I'll make a nice sauce. I'll smash some tostones. Easy.
You have the creme fraiche? Creme fraiche?
They
Yeah,
don't
no,
have
I'll-
creme fraiche in their house.
No, not generally. Not unless we like
Need something for that.
Yeah.
That's not an item you just have in your house.
It just goes
That's,
bad.
that's a South Park reference.
Yeah, it is, but I got lost
Sure.
in the sauce, you see.
I made a risotto this week. That was good. It was hard. Because it takes,
Yeah, is risotto tricky? I've never done risotto.
it's super tricky because like you have to make sure
like
you,
it.
you cook the rice all the way through, and it takes like 30 fucking minutes, and you
Just
have
get
to
it at a
constantly stir it. No, it's good at a restaurant, but I wanted to make it because I've been challenging myself culinarily.
Fucking Morgan made a paella,
I'm making a paella tomorrow.
and that's like I would like to make a paella because
Paella is
first of all,
easy.
paella slaps.
Oh,
Second of
yeah.
all, it's easy. You just need a big enough fucking pot and time.
Mhm.
But like after that, it's actually pretty easy. But paella fucking slaps. So
I got some saffron from the Indian grocery store, so we're about to go crazy with that.
yeah. Well, that was cooking hour. Thanks,
Yes.
everybody.
We'll have more of these never.
Yeah, cooking.
Did you guys do anything fun for Easter? I know Jordan was dying all day.
Yeah, I was going through it.
I did a scavenger hunt.
Did you win the money?
Did you pay? Did you win money again?
No, there was no money. No. Well, no, not really money. They said they're gonna pay for a vacation within the state of Florida for us.
But you have to go with
Yes.
yeah.
That's
the catch.
That's
So
the
we're
punishment.
just trying to find a place that's we can golf all weekend. Because apparently everyone in my family likes to golf now. So
Just go South Florida.
yeah, we're thinking that or St. Augustine maybe.
I'll come golf with you. I don't want to stay with
No.
you, but I'll drive down. I'll take days off and drive down and golf.
A nice old 40-minute drive. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
I can
easy.
get a hotel next to where you guys stay.
Definitely not.
I'm
going to
hungry.
Florida.
Kevin, what's wrong with staying with my family, Kevin? What's wrong with it? I don't understand.
I mean, if I'm paying, I'm gonna want to stay at a Marriott because like
A
for
little loud.
points. So yeah, I know that will not be the choice of. But so I'll stay nearby.
Actually, it very much could be because Mary's boyfriend is getting a new job at a Marriott on the
I want
golf
to stay
course.
at the other Marriott in town, just because of how the points work.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay.
Just
No,
how
I
the
get it.
bank account works with the
No, I got it.
points.
It's
The
fine,
way
I
my
get it.
bank account's set
When the
up.
bank sends the money to the hotel, it's like certain Marriotts that
Yeah.
like the one that your family's gonna stay at, it doesn't work. Yeah.
It's got to be east
Yeah.
facing or the points don't count.
Yeah. Those north facing hotels, they just decline my card every time. I don't know.
So yeah, it's tough. But yeah, I'd love to be near you guys. I love your family.
I don't listen to that shit anyways. It's fine.
You can tell them this. That's fine.
I still laugh.
Your mother's just
every
gonna
so
roast
often.
my tie next time I show up to a wedding with a sick tie.
Yeah, that's not nice.
I had a nice floral tie on. She was like, "That tie stinks." I was like, "Your husband's tie has Miller Lite on it."
Tabasco, Kevin. Tabasco.
Whatever. Oh, Tabasco.
Whomstever.
Yeah. The fashion diva that is Carol.
I was so happy with that tie too.
It was a good time.
But yeah, you guys should go to St. Augustine. I support that decision.
Bet you do.
Probably the keys.
Golfing.
Are we gonna go
Going
with
to
Jackson?
Mar-a-Lago.
Getting close.
Yeah.
Listen. I can play about 110 yards at a time at this point.
Just do the par 3 in Vieira. It's about the longest hole.
That's a great little course. You would
next
fucking
month.
thrive at that course. Short game, Jackson.
Oh yeah, no, like I hit like 50 balls at Topgolf. Like the first I hit like 70 balls. The first 30 were miserably bad. I was so mad. I almost chucked the fucking club off the fucking second floor of the base. And then I just took the 9-iron, just started to hit the best shots of my life. Good hang time, good spin, good distance. Felt good.
Love
And
to hear
then
that.
took out the sand wedge and started placing the ball where I wanted to. But yeah, no, if I need to go farther, about 80 yards, gonna take me a few shots.
I went to go golf this weekend, and I told Pat the night before. I was like, I have a good feeling. I'm gonna shoot 89. Like I've never broke 90. I've never got close to breaking 90, so that's like ambitious. But I was like, I'm gonna shoot an 89, and then I front 9, and I think I shot either a 44 or a 45 on the front 9. So I was like on pace, and I was like, this is awesome. I fixed my slice. Everything's going great. And then we make the turn. And then as far as
60.
history is concerned, I didn't hit a single shot on the back 9. I think I shot like it was 60 or 61 or something in that arena on the back 9. Like, and every drive went into the woods. It was like, I was like, I hate golf. I don't want to golf anymore. And then on hole 18, pipe a drive, 270 yards, fucking chip the ball onto the green, 2-putt for par. I was like, I love golf. I can't wait to play another round. This game is
I'll be
so
back
sick. I'm the best
tomorrow.
golfer in the world.
It's a cruel bitch.
You guys are actual
That's
addicts.
so
Oh, yeah.
that's so rude for that to happen on 18 too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just a beautiful hole.
Leaves you with the best taste in your mouth. And then you get on the hole 1 or the next time you golf, and you shank 3 balls into the woods. It's just,
Or you kill a bird.
Bird.
yeah, yeah. Wait, who's killed a bird?
Kevin,
two of the 4 of us.
Kevin stomped out a bird. Yes.
Kevin did mercy kill a bird.
I still can't
Sure.
believe that. With no warning to anybody else.
Yeah. Listen.
It's fucking stomped.
That was the most startling part. I'm all for Kevin. Like that bird was needed to die, but tell someone.
I will fully own that. I went through about 10-second thought process in my head and came to a decision and executed. And in that entire
Literally
time,
executed.
that entire time, I didn't say a word to anybody, which was insane. Serial killer shit. That's on me.
Oh
on
my
me.
God.
I put my hand up. What are you gonna do though? You know.
Who's screaming in the back here?
So my sister's staying the night tonight because my family
Aw.
came up for Easter. So my parents came up yesterday, stayed till today, and then drove back. And my sister came down today. And
It's like we're not saying this is Poro's house.
So her and Kayla are in the living room for sure, scheming right now.
They're not just gonna bring the fridge in there and just get a bunch of ice. The loudest ice.
Earlier we were in the living room, and Kayla turned to my sister, was like, "Oh, I forgot to tell you," and then I was just like standing there, listening, and then she just like paused for a couple of seconds and went, "Oh, I forgot," and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna leave the room now." 'Cause
That's a conversation I don't want to listen to.
Nope.
Well, I think that it's the conversation I wasn't supposed to listen to, and listen, I don't want to be asking questions that I don't want the answers to, so I excused myself.
Probably
So I
feel
know
smart.
they're scheming right now.
Oh yeah.
I think Kara's gonna come out to dinner with us one night next weekend. We're gonna try. I want to do a fucking Cuban place or something. So,
I eat tostones.
all right. I don't have anything else to talk about today.
I don't either. You guys
Happy
wanna play
Easter,
Call of Duty
everybody!
yet?
Belated
Yes.
Easter.
Happy Easter to all. Hope your families are happy and
Bless
healthy.
zombie
I hope-
Jesus.
yes, and also go get vaccinated. Do your research. Go get vaccinated.
Do your research, but don't research it too hard. Just trust the science here. Let's
Yeah.
figure it out.
We love all of
Fauci
you, Gary.
literally wrote the book. Love you all. We'll see you tomorrow for D&D.
Peace.
Yes.
Yep.
Have you guys looked at the D&D